Angela would have to take me with her, and she would cut out of school or be smoking in the schoolyard, and then I would go home. Of course, I was 6 years younger than her, and I would tell my mother, Angela's smoking.
And listen, not everybody's going to agree with my decision. I can give a fuck less. You're in that position, it's you who got to face it, then you do what you need to do.
Little Ciancaglini, he gets to the jail and
steal cars from Maryland and take them to Delaware to a chop shop.
The inside prison in Thailand, as well as what Victor Malarek, the reporter, did to get me out of there.
And I sat down and thought about it for the longest time. Okay, but once I made up my mind, it was about survival. I need to take care of my kids and take care of my family. And when a guy's not being loyal to you, how could you be loyal to him?
Welcome to Chattin with Staxx. Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Bobby. What's good, man?
How you doing, Bill?
What's up, man? How you been?
All good.
Things are great over here, man. Shout out to everybody who's along for the ride. You guys have been seeing the content I've been putting out.
Shout out. A lot of work lately.
Yeah, Rocco, man. Shout out to Rocco from the Mayans MC. I've been pumping out at least a show every day, man. I've been so busy. It's been insane. I've been getting offers. So things are definitely getting better. Shout out to Keith. What's up, man? Everett. What's up, bro? Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, so I got a case I want to bring up.
A case?
Yeah, I found it's just some local shit in my town or in my city. Not my city, my state. Alleged prostitution under investigation at a strip club in Tolland.
And where's that
alleged Tolland, Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Alleged prostitution and sexual activity is under investigation at the Electric Blue Cafe in Tolland. I've heard of that place before. Never been there before. Look, they got the Connecticut State Police forensic van there. They're probably in there with a black light, right?
yeah, they're crazy.
Whole place be glowing. Says Homeland Security and State Police have been on the scene for several hours Thursday.
Ooh, Homeland Security.
It was strictly prostitution, and it would only be state police. It wouldn't be Homeland Security investigation or ICE. So the fact that they were involved means that there's some aspect that there's federal to this, said Kenneth Gray, retired FBI special agent from New Haven University. All right, hold on. I'll play this clip of the state police guy talking his shit.
For real.
It is now civil.
WSD.
Can't hear you.
This morning we were contacted by the Tolland resident trooper, and we were notified an ongoing investigation at 62 Merrill Road, ongoing criminal investigation. After receiving written notification from the resident trooper's office in the Connecticut State Police, the town, in consultation with our town attorney, felt prudent to initiate Code 51-8 of the Tolland Town Code, suspending the license of the Electric Blue Cafe for a period of 30 days. From here, it is now a civil process, and the business will have every opportunity for recourse.
So they're shutting. So they're pretty much in essence shut down for the next 30 days.
They've been served with notice to shut down for the next 30 days. But there's a civil process. Again, the owner will have opportunity for recourse.
Is there anything you can share with us about the nature of the investigation?
Damn, they got a whole press conference out
there
there asking
What
a
did they do?
question.
Did you shut the business down for 30 days?
Yeah, so they arrested
Based on
people.
information obtained from the Connecticut
I think they're going to talk about it a little bit. Let me see.
State Police, the town have become aware that on March 16th, today's date, the Connecticut State Police assisted federal law enforcement agencies with a search of the property. Connecticut State Police and Tolland Resident Trooper's Office have been currently investigating criminal activity related to the Electric Blue Cafe. During the course of the investigation, it has been revealed that for several years up to and including the present time, we have reason to believe that prostitution and sexual activity have occurred on the premises. And as a result, we exercised Code 51-8 of our town code and issued the suspension notice. Good.
Has the owner been agreeable in this process?
That is a typically in these types of things, the town of Tolland would initiate a marshal to serve the paperwork.
And what type of document is that? Again, can you explain what that is?
Notice. So that there's a copy of the exact notice.
That's got to be a shitty thing to get if you're a business owner.
Yeah, for real.
And you have a club, right? That's got to
run you right out of business.
Pretty smear your reputation pretty bad, you know.
Trooper's Office in the Connecticut State Police.
Man.
Why Homeland Security would
Yeah, that's crazy.
something like this? Like what prompts?
So it's more than prostitution in it.
Yeah, because they got Homeland Security. It's got to be because they had illegal people there or something.
Resident Trooper's Office in the Connecticut State Police.
Had to be.
And the other law enforcement entities present to conduct a very thorough
You know, I was
investigation. of Tolland,
I was with a guy that had opened up that first gold club. This guy Mike, he was John. Remember John Jr. had a case with a strip club.
Yeah.
That dude. Mike was his name. He was a lawyer.
All right. Strip club owner who ratted out mobsters won't go into hiding. All right. Let's see here. This guy, right?
Where?
See him?
It could. Yeah, I see him. It
see
could
his
be
face?
Him.
Or no?
Yeah.
No.
What's his name?
It says strip club owner who ratted out mobsters won't go into hiding. A former strip club kingpin who went from doing business with the mob to helping convict dozens of gangsters, including John Gotti, has been hiding in plain sight in the Big Apple since getting sprung from prison, Post has learned. Despite being warned that there's a $1 million bounty on his head, Score's co-founder, Michael Blutrich, refused to enter the witness protection program, instead bouncing around from Winchester to Long Island to the city since his release. The disbarred lawyer, 68, was sentenced to 25 years in prison for his role in a $400 million scheme that led to the 1994 collapse of the National Heritage Life Insurance Company. But the punishment was a cut by a third due to his cooperation with the feds. Blutrich, who no longer has associations with Scores, said he refused to enter the witness protection program after his 2013 release from prison because they would have sent me to South Dakota or Utah. I would have been the only. I would have been the only Jew in the state. I had just done 13 years alone. I wasn't going in for more. So he felt like if he was going to go in there, he would have been like putting himself into prison, like he's going back into prison. And I always would say that, man, when I was on, say if I was on probation or something, when I had cases going,
right,
I would say, I'm not going to rehab or something. That's like turning myself in and going to jail. Why would I do that? It's a waste of time. So I understand like how he feels, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't understand what it's like to and we're gonna clarify about the cooperation and all that stuff because remember the comments that were made? We got to clarify some things. My life is a scam of insanity. With the government's permission, I filed taxes in one address of a family member's, and I pick up my mail, all my credit cards, everything I put together myself. It was all New York City address, he said. I have to remember, that's where all the time. Over the dinner at Spark Steakhouse, where my boss, Paul Castellano, was gunned down on orders of Dapper Don John Gotti in 1985. Blue Rich discussed his life in the shadows and his time as an FBI informant, including the night Leonardo DiCaprio unwittingly saved his life. The incident took place in 1997. Blue Rich said, on a night when he was supposed to meet up with the acting Columbo boss, Alphonse Alleyboy Persico, at Scores to discuss expanding the strip club into Brooklyn. But DiCaprio unexpectedly showed up with a fellow actor, Toby Maguire, and musician David Blaine. So Blue Rich escorted them to the Crow's Nest, a private second-floor room. The A-listers wanted Blue Rich to join them for dinner. But he was worried about the F-Bird and an FBI digital recording device that was taped to his inner thigh. I don't want to get involved. I record someone famous saying something stupid, Blue Rich said. I don't want to get involved. But Persico was hours late. Blue Rich said he sneaked outside to the FBI van and the agents took back the recorder and left. 10 minutes later, Alley Boy showed up, he recalled. 15 minutes later, I'm standing in a hallway naked, he said, describing how a mobster searched him while another brandished a handgun and watched. If I had the F-Bird on me, I'm dead, Blue Rich said. Blue Rich said his scariest moment came when he was confronted by Lucchese crime family capo, Angelo Cheesecake Arugino, who spilled water all over me to see if I was wearing a wire. He also recalls a dinner at the since-shuttered Chin Chin Chinese restaurant in Midtown with Gambino gangster Greg De Palma, who later committed suicide after turning rat. He said he later heard one of his guys in Scores said something nasty about him. I said, I don't want to lie to you, but I heard the same thing, Bo Ritz recalled. He got up, picked up the table, and flipped over it. Blue Ritz wrote his memoir titled Scores that was published last year. He was hoping to have it turned into a TV series. Asked how he copes with the instant threat with the constant threat of mob retaliation, Bo Ritz reasoned, it's all a state of mind. You keep it in fear. Don't let it take you over. Hey, man, some people.
Yeah, he was. They were, the Gambinos were extorting him. That's what the deal was.
What? So was he working for them like as a lawyer too?
No.
He was just. They were just.
It was him and his partner opened up Scores.
Funneling money. Yeah.
You remember the whole story behind Scores?
Not the whole thing. I remember some of it.
Like the biggest
bits and pieces.
Biggest strip club in the fucking country. I mean, excuse my language. They were making millions and millions. Have all these baseball, football players come in, all the professional ones, dropping $20,000, $30,000 a night. I mean, yeah.
Crazy, man.
Yeah. Them girls, some of them would make $50,000 in a week. It's crazy.
Let me see. Let me check something. Yeah, I just worked in a strip club, man. I know what it's all about. 3 months, man, was enough for me. I'm all set. I don't,
Yeah.
I I honestly was a little hesitant to even work in a strip club, but I was like, fuck it, I'll give it a shot, you know?
Right. Well, good.
I mean, it was a good experience, but it's just not for me, man. It's not my type of, it's a more classier place that I was working in, but there still had its downfalls, and I just wasn't comfortable there, man.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, probably good money though.
Nah, not really, because I was from out of town, so they had that shit all worked out, you know? Like, he's from out of town. We get over on him. Of course. Like, why wouldn't they?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Here, I got a picture inside Scores when it was open. I'll give you guys a little treat.
Yeah, then Junior didn't like it that Mike, the lawyer there,
Yeah.
Had a husband.
Wait, what?
Yeah, had a husband.
Oh, so he's swinging on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. Crazy.
Damn, there was just something happened in the strip club.
The Mons Venus?
Dude got caught with a gun or something, right?
In Mons Venus?
I don't know what the hell. Where
in Florida?
So, let me check. It was a football player, basketball player, or something?
I don't know.
He was passed out with a whole bunch of money all around him. There's a picture of him.
Well, I didn't see any of that. No, this might not be the same one.
What do you think of all these everything going on, man?
Like what?
With the Russian, they shot. So the Russian, there was American drone, like those fighter drones, and it was flying over the sea by Ukraine, and
the Black Sea.
And two Russian fighters came up to it and tried to douse it with gas. So they flew by and then released gas and tried to like spray it. Right. But they came by so close that they clipped the propeller of it, and they sprayed the gas and it downed downed the drone. So what happened was
that's lost forever.
It fell into they came up with a boat and got it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it sunk. That's crazy.
I heard a report that they found it.
Oh, I'm sure you're probably right. That's crazy. Huh. I mean, listen, what do we expect? We shot theirs down.
Oh, no, that was a balloon, bro. That was a different situation.
We shot 3 of them down.
Those are balloons. Those are all Chinese balloons. This is a Russian drone. Like, this is a Russian. I'll show you.
So what's your president going to do about that?
I don't know. Why are you saying my president? I don't got nothing to do with none of this politics shit. Never have, never will.
We're going to begin this hour with breaking news because minutes ago, we just got new view from
Can't hear it.
Released by the military, where you can see a Russian fighter jet was approaching the back of the American drone that has now been down for about 4,000 to 5,000 feet in the Black Sea. In this video that has just been released moments ago, you can see where this Russian fighter jet is going up to this American drone. It is dumping fuel on it. That is what you're seeing in the video as it's approaching here. Then the jet goes away. It comes back. It dumps more fuel. And then it hits the American drone. It clipped the drone. One of the Russian fighter jets did. That is when you see the color bars there. Ultimately, of course, this is what led up to the downing of this drone we have been following all week since this happened. This fuel on it. That is what you're seeing in video as it's approaching here.
That's crazy. They're dumping fuel on it, man. That's how because there's not really a way for them to down a drone. What do they do? Shoot it?
They can shoot it
they're
down.
They're not gonna waste missiles and shit on that because they want to keep whatever's on it, right?
Right.
So they want to keep it in one piece. Yankees for life. How you doing, man? Shout out to you, bro. Keith said Russian pilots are crazy. Yeah, they are. Hello, fellas. Bobby is back. Bobby's along for the ride, man.
Yeah. Hey.
Hate to say it, Bobby, you're coming with me, man.
Then the jet goes away. It comes back, dumps fuel, and it hits the American drone. It clipped the drone. One of the Russian fighter jets did. That is when you see the color bars there.
Look at that. Of course, see that?
This is
Watch.
what led up.
See the propeller?
Yeah.
Right there? See it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of bent the propeller, and that's what made it crash.
To the downing of this drone, we have been following all week since this happened. This interaction that happened on Tuesday, we were told lasted for over half an hour. Now, of course, that U.S. drone was forced to be downed in the Black Sea. General Milley, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, says it's about 4,000 to 5,000 feet beneath the water. The Russians are actively trying to retrieve it right now amid questions about what they could glean from it if they do.
Man.
Crazy.
Let me check if they found it.
I'm glad I live in Iowa, man.
All right, let me see. I said, did they find the drone? Russia's defense attorney said on Tuesday the fighter jets did not come into contact with the U.S. drone that crashed into the Black Sea earlier, claiming instead the drone crashed due to sharp maneuvering. Of course they said that.
Yeah.
It says right here the fighter jet caused it to crash because it struck one propeller, causing it to crash into deep water. Russia's downed drone over the Black Sea. It doesn't say if they got it.
Yeah, I don't think they got it yet.
I heard a report that they did get it. They took it out. Russia plans to recover the wreckage. That's from one day ago. But I heard this a couple hours ago that they did get it. They got it out of the water. But I don't know. It could be true, could not, you know?
Right.
Who the hell knows?
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, what are we going to do about it?
I don't know. I really, yeah, I don't know. It's probably nothing.
We should shoot down 10 of theirs.
Yeah, but then all the woke people will be like, no, that's not nice. Call the feelings police.
Yeah, exactly.
But they hurt my feelings.
Yeah. I like the,
you know,
the bullying. You're a bully. You're bullying me.
Yeah. Yo, you want to see some wild shit? I'll show you some wild shit. Yeah. Right? But make sure there's no shit. This is fucking hilarious. Man puts 10 foot wheels on his Tesla. Look at this shit, man.
That's crazy.
It's rolling. It looks like the car is just floating.
That's crazy.
Yo, he can't turn. He has to go back. Like, did you see that? Yo, watch. He can't turn because the wheels are so big.
Right.
Watch that. That's hilarious.
It's rolling. It looks like the car is just floating.
That's hilarious, man. Oh shit!
This is so hard.
That's what the fuck? Bro, tell me that's not funny, man.
That's crazy. Man.
That was good, man. I'll get you another one. Got some crazy ass videos on here. What else been going on, man? How's the weather been on your side of the country?
Well, it was pretty nice today or yesterday, and then it's sleeting now. It's supposed to get real cold tonight.
Yeah, the weather's been insane, man. I heard Houston got rocked by some
oh, really?
Tornadoes and shit down there.
Damn. Yeah.
Either Houston or
weather's been crazy
somewhere down in Texas, and Chad Marks is down in Texas. Shout out to Chad. Yo, have you noticed that? Do I look different? Does it look a little different?
Yeah, I was going to ask where you were at, if you were in Paris or something.
Yeah, nah, I'm in a new studio, man. I got a new studio, bro. You guys see the quality a little better, right?
Yeah.
Stepping my game up. So I got a new place, and
that's cool. Good deal. Yeah, it looks pretty
man.
cool.
Yeah, it is. I cannot wait. I got a lot of good things I'm gonna show everybody, man. Eventually, you guys are gonna see what I'm working on, and I told you guys I got some major things going on. I could give you a hint.
But that's all you tell us. You got made.
It's the only hint I could give you.
The Nickelodeon channel.
Yeah, yep. You've been punked.
Netflix.
Yeah, man. Hopefully everything. I mean, it's there. Like it's you're gonna see me. You guys will see me on network. So my goal was never YouTube, man. YouTube is a stepping stone, so I can do bigger and better things. I got nothing against YouTube, but it's just not the place where I want to explode my career, because it's not the direction I want to go. Thank you, Keith, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, them Amish wheels were insane, right, man?
Yeah, Amish wheels.
I'm excited to see what you got going on, Staxx. Don't worry, man. Very soon I'm going to be dropping some things. I wish I could show you now. I just can't. I'm under contract, so I just can't do it. We sent an air show in Daytona, and they had a Russian pilot. He stole the show. Yeah, he was probably doing crazy stuff, like risking his life damn near, right? To have a show.
Yeah, probably.
Yo, tell me, Robert, what would you do if you were a kid and you had this when you were a kid? Oh, man.
Seresto kills and repels.
We gotta wait for that.
For that commercial to get over with?
Yeah. All right. It's made out of wood, man.
That's badass.
It really is, right?
Yep, out of wood, huh?
That's what he says. Look at
Wow.
the fenders and shit.
I know, that's sharp.
Insane. Look at that, man. It works.
Mm-hmm.
Those wheels are cool as hell, man. I like that.
Yeah, for real.
Come on, man. If a guy could build that for his kid, then the sky's the limit, bro.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You got guys building shit like that for their kid, and what's stopping
Yeah.
you from doing anything, really?
That looks good.
And I've been dropping. I got a show I'm gonna be dropping tomorrow, I believe. Part 2 of the Don McGuire story. If you guys don't know, he's a 5-time Hall of Fame inducted. He holds the 5-time. He's gonna have 8 of them, but he has 5 right now. Hall of Fame rings for MMA, boxing, for photography, and he's one of the top photographers in the world, man. It's insane. And go check out the interview I did with Rocco from the Mayans. Vincent Vargas. Shout out to Vincent, man.
Maya, where was that at?
The Mayans MC. It's a TV show.
Oh, okay.
On FX. You've seen it, right?
No.
Oh, you were in prison forever. You didn't see any TV, right?
Well, they have TV. I mean, no, I don't. I didn't watch TV.
When you got out, did you watch TV?
Sometimes.
So in the feds, you don't have a TV in the feds, right? So what are you doing there, man?
They have TV rooms if you want to go into them.
Yeah, but so like in the state, I used to just sit up all night. It depends on where I was at the time. I usually was in a cell, but I would have a TV and I'd just sit back. They would do their count. I would turn my TV back on. I would just lay in the bed and just watch TV all night long.
Yeah, I mean the guys in the feds just read all night. So I read a lot of books. I know that.
Do they make you go to sleep a certain time?
No. I mean, you had to go to your cell for lockdown, but
and they shut the lights down around 11 or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So you've been to state prison, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've only done state time. I don't know what it's like to be in the feds, and I've been to state prison so many times. It's like, yo, what up? You're back. Hey, what's going on, man? Here's your thing. And they go, your bed's still there. I gotta get my shit, but the writing still on the wall in certain spots, everything, man. It's a bad look, bro. Every time I would go to prison, it would be the same routine. My uncle usually would be working in the A&P room, and he'd give me some extra sandwiches or some shit. Every time I would go to. Every time.
Man, it's crazy. You're done with that though, right?
All done. I haven't been arrested, or I can't say that. It's about 6 years it's been for that. And it's been 12 years since I've been in prison.
Oh, that ain't bad.
So that's tremendous achievement, man, from me, from what I used to. I've been arrested 26 times.
Wow.
I've been in and out of prison a lot. And if I never got sober, it wasn't ever going to end, you know?
Right, yeah.
I was on a path. I had life on the installment plan, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to hate seeing guys get out and come back, get out and come back. It used to piss me the fuck off.
You'd see it a lot, right?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane, man.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm done with all that bullshit.
Definitely ever use YouTube as a stepping stone, bigger and better things. Got that right, man. YouTube is not the end all be all to anything. Like, it's only a little taste of what you can do. And I'm excited to bring my skills to the next level, because I know I got so much more to offer, and I know I can bring things that you've never seen before, man.
You know, you get a lot of great guests on your show, and your editing is really good.
Thank you.
Compared to some of the other ones.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that can compete. not on this genre.
Right.
Not really.
Sammy the Bull.
Yeah. He's not we're not in the same genre. He's in the Rat Squad and I am not. So, yo, that's what I want to talk about now. You were locked up with these individuals. Everyone seeing these pictures right here can tell that the people in these pictures are no joke. Like, these are all top level mafia guys that were about their business, and they don't deal with people who cooperate. Now, we talked about why you went to the jail or the prison where Sammy the Bull was locked up, and people were saying, oh, you were in the jail with Sammy the Bull, so you must be a rat too, and blah blah blah. So do you want to kind of clarify why you were in the jail, and then see if people want to call you a rat after you clarify for them?
Yeah, I don't get offended by that. You know that I really don't. That doesn't offend me. I mean, I was on that side of the fence for many years, so I mean, it doesn't offend me.
You used to call people rats then.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Before you decided.
I was a fucking I was a rat hunter. So, yeah.
So how hard was it for you to juggle with the idea of cooperating with people that you don't deal with?
I don't know. I don't know. I just did it. I didn't think about it too long.
Now, what was the reason that you made that decision to cooperate?
Oh, well, I was in that jail. I was in a small town jail, and I got acquainted with this female, and she was about 100 pounds lighter than that.
The camera puts on 20, 50 pounds.
No, for real, she came into the jail all skinny.
Hi, Carol. How are you? Sorry, man.
But after a couple of weeks of talking to her, having shooting kites to one another and talking through the food stuff, because that's the long hallway, like 5 cells on each side. So the women are on this side and the men on this side. Like they'd leave the food slots open. You could chit chat with them.
Now, how long did you have in prison already at this time? And
I think about 15 years.
You've been in prison 15 years at this point. And how long do you have to do? Life sentence.
Right.
Now, you start talking to this girl. What does she tell you?
Oh, no, we were just kicking it for a while. Then after a couple of weeks, I got like raided. Like real early in the morning, the cops came in and snatched me up, put me in a conference room, bunch of people, FBI and U.S. attorneys and all that bullshit. Talking about, we know she sends you notes. What do you guys talk about? And I didn't, so I freaked out on them, and they bundled me up, took me back to my cell. But
you didn't know what was going on, right?
No,
at this point, she didn't tell you anything about the case or anything.
Right? No,
like
I didn't
that.
know anything. So I called the attorney, in the afternoon. I said, "Hey, you know this person?" And I am. He told me I was shocked, and then the next day, one of the PIs came over and brought me all the information on her case and shit,
And do you want to tell the people what was she there for?
For murdering 5 people, and 2 of them.
These 5 people.
Kids. Yeah.
L. Duncan, K. Duncan, A. Duncan, Nicholson, and the Goose. So it's 2 children and 3 adults. Now she tells you that she murdered them, or how did she tell you about the murder? What is that? What did she tell you?
She started talking about it, and I mean she was gruesome. She's gruesome. I think she was the boss, and not her boyfriend.
Her boyfriend was the muscle, though. He was doing what she told him to do, right?
Yeah. He wasn't a muscle. He weighed 100 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, like he's the one that did the stuff for her.
Right.
Her.
Yeah.
And he was a drug dealer, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, he's a chemist, and would make his own drugs.
Oh, so he's a cook, like a meth cook.
Right. Yeah. So when she started describing, with these kids and stuff, and I was just like, man, ain't no way, man. I just wonder if I can rip her head off. But, consulted with some people, and then I got a hold of my lawyer and said, hey, and got in touch with the FBI and started cooperating. They hadn't found the bodies. They were missing for, I don't know, 9 or 13 years or something.
Yeah, they had all these people. They did not find the bodies for L. Duncan, K. Duncan, A. Duncan, Nicholson, and the Goose. They were missing for 10. How long?
I'm not between 9 and 13 years.
And now she finds out that you have a life sentence, right?
Right.
And you guys make a little formulate a plan that you're going to take the blame for this crime.
Well, no, I was going to find someone that's doing life.
Yeah.
That would take blame for it. But I needed to know all, the whole case, how she did everything.
So you told her, give me a map with the bodies, where they are.
Yeah, she gave me a map. She told, what they were wearing. It was,
So now, did they move you and then go look for the bodies, or did they look for the bodies while you were still next to this woman?
No, they separated us.
Before they went to look for the bodies?
Yeah. Well, the same day that they went to look for the bodies.
It's pretty wild, man. Now, her boyfriend was executed by the state of Iowa, right?
No, by the government.
Oh, the feds. What was his name? Dustin
Hawkins.
Yeah, I got him right here. I'm going to show you guys what's up. He was a meth cook. And so that's the reason why Mr. Bobby cooperated and was in the same place as Sammy the Bull. So now if you guys want to talk shit and call him a rat because he gave closure to this family, that's cool. Still don't mean shit.
For real.
But anyway, from meth to murder, how a small town Iowa boy became a state's first death row inmate in 50 years. Dustin Hawkins is set to be killed by the government July 17th, nearly 27 years after the day that he killed his first victim. Temperatures hovered around 80 degrees, calm wind as the sun hung high in the sky, jousting away clouds to fend off rain on July 25th, 1993, for Mason City residents. This Sunday was one of those days to make winter unsurvivable in Iowa. One that when everyone sits on their porches offering farmers' waves to passing neighbors. For 6-year-old Amber Duncan, that matter was a summer, the official playtime of kids across America. In that summer, she spent as much time as she could with her neighbor, Brittany App's best friends. The girl passed hours together playing Barbies and riding around the block. Amber helmeting her beloved big wheel. On this particular afternoon, the girls beat the heat with their favorite dog day activity, splashing in the slip and slide. About 3 p.m., Amber, the Duncans' family outspoken Spitfire, ran home across the alley, excited for panic about her mom. Lori planned what she had planned for the evening. As Amber hurried away, Brittany waved goodbye, watching her friend, still wet, with her favorite swimsuit, disappear amid the yards. That would be the last time anyone saw Amber for the next 7 years. She would be deemed missing. Her friends, family, neighbors would wander where Amber, the 10-year-old sister, Candy, Lori, and new friend they'd welcome into their home, had gone into the middle of the night, leaving behind most of her possessions. Authorities believe Dustin, I'll just say Dustin H., a community college Hawken, dropped out with the knack for chemistry, who became a Marco, streetwise meth lord, had something to do with the disappearance. But it would take years with the help of a mopped up switch fellow crackhead hogties thieves to find a Jerry drug grave on a federal farm that would allow them to prove their case. On Friday, the tale of local genius gone bad will arrive at the predestined. My bad, people. I'm sharpening up my reading skills. And if you don't like it, put it in the suggestion box. What's that word? Predestined. Finally, if as planned, Hawkins became the only Iowa since 1963 to have a death sentence for Iowa jury imposed seen through. He was selected for one of the first federal prisoners to be put to death in decades because of the especially heinous elements of his crime, in which he tortured and eventually slain children. Questions about Hawkins and the missing family gripped Iowans for nearly 3 decades. As witnesses and federal drug probes vanished, best friends turned on each other. Liquid courthouses became utter secured bunkers, and wheels of justice cranked along the agonizing slowness. Unfolding across state lines, Hawkins' brutal tale meth murder reads like a made-up thriller. With cast characters drawn together by drugs, money, and pure bad luck, and a plot that outrageous for real life. That is too outrageous for real life. There's Hawkins, either evil incarnate or a man too smart for his own good, whose rough upbringing stared him down a dark path. There's his girlfriend and partner, Angela Johnson, either a savagely ambitious woman who slept her way to the top of the meth empire, or a drug-addicted young mother manipulated by a man who so craved money, power, success, he'd stop at nothing to take down anyone in his way. And there are his victims, some casualties of the life they chose, and others who are innocent, fell by wolves preying on their youth or Iowa nice nature. Family members of both victims and predator did not return phone calls, as they haven't throughout the years, perhaps plagued by questions lingering of what could have been. The bruised, their loved ones, the stories have been hijacked by the same person who stole their lives. But the saga plays out in thousands of court documents, gallons of ink spilled on dozens of previous interviews, described as series of bloody cover-ups, and criminals brought down the pitfall and rises of most mobsters. The unwavering belief that they're smarter than the system, and all that is spawned from one man who wanted to make more drugs that's scorching, disseminating rural America, from nerd to kingpin, with big glasses, a stray of freckles, and a lanky frame. Dustin Hawkins could have been a cast member for Revenge of the Nerds, a classic dweeb. Hawkins' smarts backed up the look, oriented towards math and science. He's an eloquent writer, too, earning a scholarship to North Iowa Community College in 1991. He dreamed of becoming a pharmaceutical lawyer. Is that what that says?
Yeah.
No. He later told the Cedar Rapids Gazette, but in 1992, he would instead be running a multi-state meth operation. Born into life uncertainty, Hawkins grew up in Britt, a small town west of Mason City in north central Iowa. His father, Jim, a drunken schemer, held powerful sway over his two sons, Jeff and Dustin Hawkins' sister, Annalie Nelson, Allie Nelson said during her brother's murder trial, after convincing Hawkins, then recent high school graduate, to steal the copy of the key to the local bank, his father robbed it. A second bank robbery would land him in prison, where he would regal and frequently visit sons with tales of his criminal escorts, bumming around before starting at North Iowa. Hawkins fell into selling marijuana, cocaine, quickly building a list of customers who paid thousands for their fix. Meth didn't enter the picture until he had completed a year of community college chemistry with an A average. Mixing his understanding drug market, knowledgeable Hawkins saw the opportunity to be both manufacturer and distributor. Look at this fucking dork, man. Look at this fucking guy. So he was just like a scary ass guy, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Hey yo, Dizzy. Suck my dick. Go to the bathroom. Have fun in there. Yeah, it does. And I don't want to read it all.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to read it, I'll leave a link in the description. And so here's some pictures from when the trial happened. Here's some of the family members. Here's little Miss Thang right here. She was a mean chick, huh? She wanted to kill you, right?
Yeah.
So after you turned on her, what kind of threats did you get from her?
All sorts of threats. She used to threaten me she's going to kill me, kill my family, all that.
All right, here's Robert. Robert Bobby McNeese, Cedar Rapids native, was a career criminal.
Oh, don't be reading that shit, man.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh,
You want me to do it another time?
Yeah, do that another time.
All right, I'll do it another time.
Yeah, the story emerges. That's the same. That's that same crap that I say.
Hey, man, it's what happened, right?
Right.
And if people want to know, they can read it themselves. And so you spent a lot of time with a lot of these OGs. And then you come to a point in your life where you have to make a decision.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think really drove you to make that decision?
I don't know. Just wanting to get out. I don't know. I didn't. Just it just was. I thought it was the time. It was the right time. And it was a good opportunity.
Yeah, and I think it was the right thing, man.
Yeah, I think I did the right thing also. I mean, hey, a rat's a rat, man. So
I mean,
I'm not upset with nobody, whatever they call me. It's
yeah, but by the time you went and did that, were you still operating as like a gangster in the joint and shit, or were you trying to change your ways?
Well, I mean, I was still hanging out.
Yeah, like were you worried about what other people were gonna think of you? Did they cross your mind at all? Like, damn, these guys are gonna be.
No, you know what? I got a lot of attaboys, from a lot of good guys.
Yeah.
I mean, guys that you would be shocked that you'd hear them say that, but it's just, So,
I mean, but there is really no comparison between you and Anthony Arreglada, or you, or Sammy the Bull, or you, or any of these guys.
No.
Because they have no dignity, they have no self-respect, they have no self-worth. They're not
right.
straight like tell on people in
yeah.
order to, it's some, you know, we don't need to get into all that, but you know, it's pretty sad, but they will still turn around and try to go at someone like you.
Yeah, I don't care. Hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button before you do.
Yeah.
And don't worry, Bobby has a lot of good stuff in the future coming. You're working at it, so people have been asking me, "What's going on? Is Bobby have a show? Is he going to be doing his thing?" You got any answers for the people?
Well, I mean, we got that TV pilot in the works. So.
And what about a podcast? Are you thinking about doing one? Are you interested in doing one?
I guess I would listen. Yeah, I'd probably look into it.
So if you guys want to see Bobby with a podcast, go in the comment section and write down, yes, I want to see him with a podcast. And we'll try to.
But I do my podcast a little bit earlier than midnight.
Yeah, me and you kind of do them late, man, because by the time it's this late, I'm all winded down, but it doesn't matter because I get right back to work anyway, and it just never ends, man. But it's good because it's a positive thing. I'm moving in a direction that
keeps you busy.
It's definitely fulfilling, you know. I love this, man, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing. But if you guys like my content, is there anyone you want to give a shout out to before we go, man?
No, I don't. I don't know nobody. I don't know nobody.
Yeah, me either. I'm fucking tired, man.
Yeah, me too.
It's so
I've
damn
been up
busy.
early this morning.
Shout out to Randy, man. Shout out to Randy, Stacy, Carol. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you.
Reading and pronunciation.
Reading and pronunciation are two separate. Maybe that's my problem. Pronunciation. That's right. That's my problem. Pronunciation.
That's my friend right there.
Yeah, shout out to Stacy. And I gave her a wrench so she can take care of the trash. But thanks for joining me, man. I really appreciate you taking the time.
All right, pal.
Yeah, man. If you guys like this kind of content, hit the like button. Even if you don't like me, hit the fuck you button, man. Who cares? But either way, share the video. And thanks for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And remember, don't be